I never thought that alcohol would bring to a state where I couldn't even enjoy a holiday without being grief. I'm going to talk about the fantasy versus reality of a drinker in any social situation, and especially on holiday with me, because I had quite a busy life job-wise, and I just look forward to holidays. It was mainly just to drink more, I think. Anyway, one particular year we decided to go down to the south of France, drive down, because by that time my anxiety was quite high even to fly. I'd just gone off flying, I didn't feel particularly well flying, so I thought we'll drive down there. Lived in the south at the time, and I thought we'll have 3 weeks off. Got this beautiful campsite near Saint-Tropez, and the fantasy is, beautiful drive down, have a few stops before my daughter was born. The romance, get to the south of France and have a wonderful stay in the sunshine and go and have a look at the vineyards, all this sort of thing. Not that I drank wine, but there's some nice things to do. Beautiful port there as well, all that sort of thing. So I'd finished night duty and we set off down to the ferry port. So I drove about the first hour or so, and I said, well, I fancy a drink. I've been on nights. This is the first day, remember, the first day. And they said, well, it's a bit early to be drinking. I said, well, yeah, I've been awake all night, I've been at work. Just said 1 or 2. I knew I was going to drink driving in France. So, well, why didn't you just drive down to outside Paris or somewhere, scheduled to stay there? About a 3 or 4 hour drive, I think it was, and I'll do the rest of the driving for most of the holiday. Well, as a drinker, you know you can't do that. That's the fantasy, isn't it? So I thought I'll have a couple. Only about an hour and a half in the ferry, but I managed to get about 5 or 6 pints of Stella. I think it was Stella, some sort of Peroni type drink or some strong lager down me. I felt instantly better. Didn't feel tired from night duty. I felt like, well, I'm on holiday. Get to Calais, sun's shining, brilliant. Let's get on the road. And obviously she's got to drive. Not happy, obviously, driving the wrong side of the road, but she got used to it. But in the back of the car, I kept I brought a lot of beer with me. Very selfish, I know, but this is just one of the things that happen to you with alcohol. You become selfish, you become reliant on the booze to have a good time, don't you? You think you're having a good time, but you're not really. So she drove down there. All the time I had a bottle of Stella on. I didn't like cans particularly, but I had these bottles, and I used to have on every set of keys I had a bottle opener. And I had a bottle opener in the car, I had a bottle opener attached to my rucksack, I had a bottle opener everywhere. Nothing worse than needing a drink, you can't get a bottle top off. However, I don't know where there, managed to stay somewhere, and then as soon as I got this hotel place outside Paris, it wasn't outside, it wasn't a dead expensive place, but never mind. She wouldn't get changed and all that, so I'll just nip out for a quick drink. So I'm in Paris, high as a kite, having a few of these little glasses of lager. Going back years, it was about 10 euros a glass then, never mind. A few of them. So I'd really been drinking from early on in the morning, on the Friday morning it was. And I was sort of not well gone, but I was merry by that time. So the next day I promised her I would drive. So I went for a meal somewhere. Got to bed reasonably early, but I didn't sneak out, but she went to bed, and I thought, I said, I'm just going to go for a couple of drinks. So here I am wandering around Paris on a few more drinks. Got back about 2 o'clock. I knew I had to get up reasonable time to drive a bit further. And I felt terrible the next day. I had to wait a few hours till I sobered up really. So I'm not going to drink drive. I didn't drink drive, that was one of my pet hates. And I got myself ready. I said, can you just drive the first hour? I drove the first hour and I'm sitting in the passenger seat thinking, God, I'm so nervous about driving. So bad, Anyway, I managed to drive for an hour or two, and I was so anxious on the motorways, big French toll motorways, I thought, I can't even drive on these motorways. So I thought, I've got to come clean with her. Because my wife, I should have told her, she didn't know the extent of my drinking, to be honest. Even if you're living with somebody, you don't know how much they're drinking. So she had no idea. She knew I drank a lot, but not to the point of all this anxiety and withdrawals and nausea and sweats and all that sort of thing. So we pulled into this service station, and there was some John there, some police must be doing some roadblocks or something. They didn't stop us, but I'm so nervous looking around, thinking, God, they're going to stop me. Become paranoid, you say, with a drink. Anyway, she drove a bit further down. Eventually got the campsite quite late, and then had some beer, we drank that, and then the whole holiday just well, it was just a nightmare. As soon as I got there, I thought, well, time for me to relax now. And I just hit the drink. And the second and third days we were arguing, nothing went well, and I just became heavily into the booze for all of that holiday. And I had problems with cash because I'd taken so much out in the UK on credit cards and that sort of thing. Go to get some cash out and I would take up to the limit. I had loads of credit cards and stuff. And then she got some money transferred from another account and all this. So it was just a nightmare. The fantasy of going down to the south of France, having a wonderful time, went for meals, relaxed. Other people just sitting around the campsite, relaxed, reading a book. There's a bit of music, maybe having a barbecue. All I was doing was going to the camp shop in the morning. We took taking a couple of bicycles with us, settling down the camp shop, getting a couple of bottles of beer at 8 o'clock in the morning, and necking them outside the little shop, or even in the shower block. Pretend I had a proper shower. I would just put my head under the water and the shower head and come back. And I'd had a couple of live, as you say, by then. But when you start early, you've got to carry on early. So by 10 o'clock when people are getting up and I'm making a bit of breakfast or something on these campsites, beautiful weather, beautiful place, and they're planning the day ahead. I'm thinking, well, when am I going to get my next drink? Because the day progresses, you want more, don't you? So I'd pretend, I'll go and get some milk and some bread. So we've got plenty of milk and bread. I said, I might need it for tomorrow. It was always an excuse for me to go off and disappear. And I used to be as quick as I could. I was always in a mad panic, thinking, God, I've got like 2 or 3 minutes to get to this shop and get in and have a drink. And then a couple of times I went down and said, back in 10 minutes or whatever, in French, obviously. And the shop's closed. What am I going to do now? I had to find a little bar on the campsite and there's a queue, panicking because I can't get served. She's going to wonder where I am and all this. And your whole life becomes chaos. And the whole holiday was a nightmare from start to finish, to be fair. All because of alcohol, because I wanted more. And I became greedy for it. My body needed it. That was the problem. And when your body needs it and you're an addict, then you can't stop yourself. You want to stop yourself, so you calm down for a couple of days. Didn't have so much in the afternoon, but by evening I'm thinking, well, I've had too much today, I'll have some more. And then you get to the point where it's getting 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, and you're buzzing then for more drink. And I used to sit outside the tent and listen to some music on my headphones, and the world was a better place at night. I say, for the drink, tomorrow will be a better day. And then you get to bed at 2 or 3 in the morning. It's hot in the morning, and in a tent, you've been in a tent, it's really, really warm, 7, 8 in the morning. You've had no sleep, you feel groggy. Then the whole cycle begins again. And then you're back at the camp shop, open a couple of bottles of beer, try to get in the bar early, and the day's another disaster. So this is what you've got to watch out for. The fantasy versus reality. And unless you get sober, get clean, as it were, you're never going to have the fantasy. You're always going to have the reality, which is destruction. And alcohol will take everything from you. It'll ruin every occasion in the end. It'll ruin your life. It'll take your life. It can kill you. And it kills over 3 million people a year, every single year. And this year, last year in the UK, it was the highest ever recorded alcohol-related deaths, not liver disease, but alcohol-related deaths ever recorded, 2024. Food for thought. If you benefit from the videos, then please subscribe and share. Any topics you want covered, let me know, and I'll speak to you all soon.